So, what exactly is the process of getting a stent? So, I'm going to post a picture of a stent because I was actually given one when they gave it for me for the trial. So, the stent, it's going to go into your brain, but it's kind of the same process as the cerebral angiogram, meaning this time, you're going to be fully asleep. When I had the cerebral angiogram done, I was under twilight sedation. This time, I'm going to be knocked out. But very similar process, except this time right now I'm on blood thinners and I'm on baby aspirin. And I started that 2 weeks before. You start that 2 weeks before the surgery, then you have your labs done, and then the week after is the surgery. But day of the surgery should be pretty smooth. At least that's what it looks like in my packet. Surgery is going to be quick meaning like 3 hours. They go in once more through your groin, just like they did with the cerebral angiogram or your wrist. And so they're going to put the catheter in. And see, this is where I kind of mess up because I'm curious about this stuff. So I look it up on YouTube. Um, and so you have your anesthesiologist, you have your neurosurgeon, and you have your like neurointerventional radiologist. I think that's the correct term. And so you see, I don't know if y'all can see, Cameron, this teeny tiny mark. That's how small the hole is going to be. They're going to go in with the catheter and they're going to compress the stent because the stent actually smushes down. It's very thin. It really depends on the size of your blockage and whether or not you need multiple stents in the same place. So for me, um, most of my symptoms are on the left side, but my blockage is worse on the right than on the left. So he's going to stent me on the right side because he thinks that stenting on the right side will actually open everything up on the left. So he's going to go in, push everything up, push the catheter up, push the stent up, and yeah, then they go in and they use this, I think it's like a marble-sized closure. And they're not going to go in through my wrist actually, but that's about the size because the area on my groin, that's close. Like there's actually no mark there anymore. Couldn't see it after like 3 days. But they go in, they put that little marble-sized closure there. You have to lay flat for, I think my packet said 6 hours, which was the same as a cerebral angiogram. You lay there for 6 hours because they want to make sure that everything is compressed. They put a compression on you so that you don't bleed out because they went through an artery. They have to make sure that everything is closed. That marble-sized closure, it's going to take about 2 to 3 months to close in because it absorbs back into your body. And then they put you into the neural ICU because they want to monitor you overnight. And you get to go home after that. That's how everything has been explained to me. I don't have any questions or concerns. Very excited, ready to get on with my life, ready to just move on to the next step. Very excited that this process not coming to a close, but the stent and everything. I mean, it's taken me 4 months from cerebral angiogram to the stent, so I'm very glad that I did not have to have another cerebral angiogram done. And I didn't have to restart because I do know that sometimes if there's a delay, you do have to start all of that over again. Because I know some people they have the stent and the cerebral angiogram done in the same day. But very glad that this is going to be a quick process and that hopefully I can get back to normal. They say that the healing from the actual procedure is going to take about a week, but the healing from the stent, that can take upwards of a year. Like being realistic, I know some of us expect to heal and we expect to go back to normal quickly, but we have to adjust to the fact that one, we had surgery done. There's trauma involved in that. Two, we are now living with metal in our brain. Our brains have to adjust to this new normal of the pressure being equalized and then also have to adjust to what just happened. Everything is new here. And then having to adjust those of us that are making medication changes. So it's going to take time to even out to everything. So give ourselves some grace.